Hi, this is Lalit, and in this video, I'm going to talk about some basic object-oriented principles that we can apply with C Sharp. So, the object-oriented principles that we are going to talk about here are first one is abstraction, and then encapsulation, and then inheritance, and then we will also cover polymorphism. So, as you can see by the name itself, abstraction is basically a concept of of having some abstract idea about something. So, when we say abstraction, that means we actually try to do two things. One is we try to hide the actual implementation of things from the real world, and the other thing is we actually take out some abstracted part of the actual thing and represent it inside the abstracted object. So the examples of abstractions are creating abstract classes in C Sharp and also creating interfaces. Now, encapsulation. Encapsulation is basically a concept of uh, uh, encapsulating the data or member functions inside a class. So if you can see here, this is my abstract class which has got access modifier which is saying public. So it is saying that this abstract class is public. That means I'm encapsulating methods like add, subtract, and multiply inside this abstract class. So encapsulation is nothing but setting access modifiers and putting your things inside a class. It is same like putting your items inside a bag. That is encapsulation. And then inheritance basically an concept wherein we actually try to get things from objects in the higher level uh, to the objects on the lower level. So when we say inheritance, that means there is a base class, a higher level class, which has got something that need to be go into a class which is deriving the base class. So that that simply means is we are actually uh, reusing the stuff from object higher in the hierarchy to the object which is at a lower level in the hierarchy. So that is inheritance. Then we have polymorphism. Polymorphism basically is something which talks about having multiple forms. So when we say multiple form, that means a method has got multiple implementations with the same name or even with the same parameter types. So in a abstract class, if I declare a method say multiply with the two parameters as integer, and then inside derived class also I can declare a method with same name with same number of parameters. So that means we are having multiple forms of the same method. This is called polymorphism. So now this was a little bit about you can say theoretical description of OOPS concepts, but now let's see this. Have a look at this program and see how actually these things work. So abstraction, we can create a class or we can create a interface. So we can say here public interface, say calculator, and then this interface can have methods like um, int add, and then let's copy this stuff from there and put it here. So as you can see in interface, methods are generally not generally always public. So we need not to apply this keywords here, and also by default they are abstract. So no need for public and abstract keyword when we are dealing with interfaces. Interface by default gets methods as public and abstract. And in interface we cannot have a concrete implementation of a method. So these are basically two ways by which we can do abstraction with our objects. Encapsulation, then we can declare this class as protected and also private. So we can create it protected, and then we can create private. So this is again an access modifier, and it is telling about uh, the compiler or the class to the compiler that this class need to be private to this assembly only, where this class cannot be exposed outside the assembly. That is encapsulation, and same encapsulation can be applied on individual methods also, protected and private. Inheritance, yes, we are deriving this abstract class here, and then we can also derive iCalculator, which is our interface. So this is basically inheritance. There are many things that need to be considered while dealing with the four OOPS concepts. Those things we will cover later. Here we are just giving introductory kind of description. And then polymorphism. Polymorphism here in this class I am implementing this multiply method, and then I'm also doing the implementation inside the derived class. Now let's run this application and see how it works. So it's giving some error. Let's see what is the problem. It is saying element defined in a namespace cannot actually declare as private, protected or potential. Okay, so this need to be public, and and let's see if this is getting built. Yeah, build is succeeded and it can run. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let's see if it comes here. No, the program is already run. Okay, so so you can see here we talked about abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism with some examples that have been laid out in the code out here. Thank you.